security. At one time in their studies that they make, or security study, they said that their security extends from the Indus River to the Atlantic Ocean. How is that conceivable? For a country of 3 million people, or 4 million people, or 5 million people, to conceive of these ideas. My God, we just want to live our lives in our country, build our country, have our citizens achieve the educational and economic level that we think they deserve. Where do these grandiose ideas come from? I don't know how they develop these ideas. They are there to live as part of the Middle East. They must live with the Palestinians, not with the United States. They must achieve acceptance in the neighborhood that they have come to. They have come by force, but they cannot remain by force. They can only remain by acceptance. And this is what was offered to them on the table. Acceptance, normalization. A country as small as that has to have normal relations.
You know what they would say with respect. They would say that the suicide bombings continued, the violence against Israelis continued.
It continues because of the violence they perpetrate.
But also within Israel.
It continues because it is perpetrated by the violence that they use against the Palestinians.
Then beyond what the...
For one shot fired from a house in the West Bank, the whole house is razed and the family is driven out. Every time that some crazy from one of the militias in the West Bank or Gaza fired a Katyusha missile that hits a farm, or maybe sometimes it injures somebody, the whole section of the city that it came from is destroyed. The infrastructure is... Palestinians are living in misery. These are the most educated people in the Middle East. A man or a woman cannot know what their family is going to, whether they can feed them, whether they can put them to school, whether they can clothe them, whether they can even see them grow up. What on earth would drive a girl of 16-year-old girl to put dynamite on herself and blow herself up? A 16-year-old girl. And she's a human being, just like the Israeli, just like the Saudi, just like the American, except despair. Despair, they see no way through for themselves to gain anything in life, except by doing these violent. They have closed every option for them to work as human beings with the dignity that this requires of human beings.